Hello and welcome. We are thrilled to have you here. Hey, our channel is all about exploring and sharing experiences on intercultural communication. You can expect to engage in discussions, fascinating insights, and plenty of fun as we dive into the unique ways people from different cultures enjoy. Today's subject is everything and nothing part. Not one, not two, not three, but four. But before that, what was the last time? The Hard Tales. Guys, are you here? Are you in the ether with me? So,
Hello,
last time.
hello.
Hello.
So, here we are
Hello.
again.
Sorry.
Spain was still
I was
sleeping.
in another dimension.
In the sleep dimension.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Bien, bien.
Fine. Everything good here. Well,
Everything good.
all the
Fine,
good that we
fine.
can be.
Yeah.
As good as we can be. So that's good.
Exactly. That is not a little thing.
I feel that it's my obligation to tell all possible viewers that we apologize for being late again, because we are sometimes, basically every time. So we try to work on
It's
it. Don't worry
okay.
about it.
It's
But
a
anyway,
part
just
of life.
it is indeed.
Give me a second, please.
Okay.
It's a part of life. And it's also a little bit the Dutch fault, you know? It's like I was busy and buying a new car and all stuff. So
Yeah, well, you make plans until life happens. No worries.
yeah, so
Or does it have something to do with your guys being aliens? Or no?
yeah, that's a bit difficult. Normally we buy spacecraft, and yeah, that goes a bit easier. And yeah, now buying a car, you know, I was all the time watching, you know, where's the button that I can fly, you know? But it doesn't work. So
I'm sure you were also surprised about the wheels. Like, what is this round things? Why are they here? Where is the exhaust coming that it will take off or something? Moving on.
yeah, I thought it was a weird thing. Maybe the wheels turn and it becomes some kind of power which make me fly, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I was already telling like it's a malfunction. I'm not gonna buy this one. How do I should get on the moon or something? You know?
Yeah. It's like, this is an old piece of shit. I'm not gonna buy this one. It's cannot even go warp 3, man.
Yeah, it's like from the past. But yeah, now he explained that this mobile thing is only for on planet Earth. So yeah, now I had to relearn driving again. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, that's so good. So that took a while. So now I can drive again. Yeah, and then it's all good.
Fair enough.
So
hey, but I think Valentine's Day business was the last one, right? It had to be, no? It was Heart Tales, Tales of the Heart. So we were checking some historical business of Cupid and Psyche and what else? Everything is a Roman custom, basically, more or less. Whatever it seems to be, that it's the Valentine's Day is not a conspiracy from the card makers that want to make this, although it's really commercialized and I think what I remember, it was not such a big deal.
The chocolate makers made Valentine's Day, you know, big. So it was an interesting story.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that Valentine's Day had such a history. So
I like the story of the of the guy that is like in the jail, San Valentin. Valentine.
Yeah, he put the letter to the jailer's daughter. That's like sounds like some kind of metal song. put a letter to the jailer's daughter.
Mm.
But that doesn't sound like a Valentine's Day, though. But yeah, that was this I know. But
was a really interesting story. I never knew that. So next time it's Valentine's Day, you're gonna think a little bit different. It's like an old Roman thing and stuff. So
yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, it doesn't really change a lot, but
what car have you buy?
one with 4 wheels. Yeah.
Well,
not a
I hope
3-wheeler.
so.
No, I bought a Mercedes B class.
Okay.
Yeah, no, an older one a little bit, but yeah. So I'm going from Chrysler now to Mercedes, a little bit smaller.
Okay.
Oh, it's cool.
Well,
are you like moving up in the world or what?
Yeah, and I'm also like in Holland. It's also easier to go with a smaller car, and it's also a little bit cheaper and stuff. And
I guess also in Germany will be like cheaper cars than in Finland, for example.
Well, the cars are ridiculous.
I don't know what a car is called, but what does a car cost in Finland? I don't know. So,
but basically a lot. I don't know anything. I never owned a car in my life, best of I can remember. No, I don't have even a license, so I have had a moped.
You always go like on push bike.
Yeah, I just keep doing winter, summer, whatever.
Yeah, die hard.
It is.
I did a research like for buying a caravan or a camper van, and there was it's like 10,000 euros of difference between Finland and Spain.
Yeah, I don't know.
10,000. So how is it possible if we are in Europe that you can have 10,000 euros of difference in the north and in the south?
They have some kind of limitations that you can bring it, and then there's like the tax for the cars for ridiculous at some point. I think it's still kind of high. I don't know what is not here. Potatoes. How much potatoes?
Potatoes are cheap in Finland.
I think that's pretty much.
What does 2.5 kilos potatoes cost in Finland?
I think it's cheapest something like 60 to 80 cents per kilo. So 120, 150 maybe you could get.
Talking about this, the other day I went to the supermarket and I saw in Lidl in Finland, the coffee has rise from 320 to 4 something, like just €1 more. So meaning like it has increased the 25% of the price. How is this possible? In what multiverse can you do that? In where is the money?
In this
multiverse, 25%. 25%.
Yeah, it's getting all expensive. I think it's all around Europe. It's here in Germany also really expensive. Holland is also expensive. It's really everywhere.
This is insane. Really,
it's like
really
if I buy, and it's probably not the cheapest one, okay, but if I buy 2.5 kilos potatoes, I pay €2.50 or something.
Here they're gonna raise. I think they're gonna make. Was it especially for tax for candies or like chocolate? So basically, and now even this kind of basic Finnish traditional chocolate bar, 200 grams. Well, you can have some offers, but now it starts to be 4 or 5 euros. I don't think it was like a couple of years back. It was 2.49 or 2.39. So it's like ridiculous price.
Or they sell you the orange juice, for example, same bottle, but they put you less liquid inside. So basically, you are buying less. It's amazing. Same, and they put on place of putting 1 liter of, for example, orange juice, they put 0.75.
Okay.
And they basically they charge the same price, actually.
I
The
think
same.
this is at least
It's just
explained.
insane. It's the fooling is going on all the time, like fooling and fooling and fooling. And what can you do about this?
Yeah, nothing. Really nothing. Yeah, buy
And
at another shop or something. But
But
else
I went to the girl that she was there working. I said, like, hey, 1 week ago the prices of the coffee was like 3.20, and now it's like 4. I don't know. It was, I think, like 4.60 or something like this, and then 4.69 or something. And then she said, yeah, because everything the money get in the middle, And I say, joder, but it's 25%. Again, it's 25%. So it's not. In what multiverse? And it's like a thing that you put inside your body. I mean, it's not nothing. It's not. Okay, coffee. Let's put like you don't really need coffee to survive, but it's something that you eat. That is not something like extra stuff. You know what I mean?
No, it's yeah,
but like luxury article or something like this.
No, it's just basic food and basic,
basic
like toilet paper is also expensive. I'm like, yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah,
actually, hey, this is what they're planning now, and there is some concerns. They're planning to put like tax the VAT of the sweets and chocolate to 25.5% in Finland. So you can and somebody estimated, I was reading an article, just some local, like a Finnish tabloid or something, that it would raise the price eventually like 10%, and saying that people will just then put different products, the tax, and like this. And now the manufacturers are complaining. But I mean that it's just horrible that, like a choco thing. It's not like I eat it too much, but really, it was like 2 years back. I think it was like 2.39, 2.29. Then it kind of has been rising. Now it's like 4 or 5 euros. So that's ridiculous.
And why? Where does it come from? That's the big question. Because it's not only in Finland; it's like everywhere. I guess in Spain it's also like that. And if I buy
olive oil,
vegetables, a bag of vegetables for frozen vegetables, I used to pay like 1.80 or something, and now it's 2.40. It's also like
where
almost
goes
50.
the money?
Yeah, to somebody.
I don't understand. I mean, if now what we have is like technologies that makes like everything, the work more efficient and everything like this, why, on place, like in what way that benefits the consumer? Meaning, like, I don't know if you get my point. Like, the point is like it should be that everything, because efficiency, because of technologies, we will have there will be like less people in the middle. But no, what we see is that the prices even go upper. You know what I mean?
It's getting more expensive.
And it's supposed to be that efficiency will make it cheaper, right? But no, still they are putting there. It's like giving excuses, that, okay, like the prices of energy went up, but in what proportion do you put the prices of energy went up that you increase in the total price on a product 25% of the value? Es que es acojonante. It's amazing, really.
Yeah, it's like
it should be forbidden. What the fuck?
Why do we need more expensive for energy prices? It's the energy is not less. Yeah, okay. There's more demand for energy. Yes, and that's the problem. But then they have to build something so that we have enough demand. I mean, they can build some solar panels in front of the sun, and then the whole planet has energy from it. It goes really easy. It's if all the countries invest in it, then you have the money for it, and then we have free electric power all over the world. Yeah, and I know all the big businesses, all big companies who sell
Adios.
energy, they are like, choose, bye.
I know, but the point
But
is like, maybe we don't need to we don't need to have power, in that sense. Why we need to to have like a lot of money and a lot of money and more money and more money in order to control others? I don't get the point.
to build
Civilians,
weapons.
governments to civilians, big companies to the people that is buying. Why all this? Why we cannot make something like together? That in cooperation. I don't know. I am not
one
talking about
humanity.
communist either or something, no ideology or something, but it's like too extreme. It's like they're fooling us constantly in everything.
Yeah, they're making
Everything.
life hard. You don't want people to have a good life. That's not the idea.
In theory, they want, and they sell you something like this, but it's not.
They want to help you. They want to keep you safe. They want to think for you.
They are putting the rope around.
But
we are the product, and they earn from our product. We humans are the product. We normal humans, doesn't matter which country and all. We are the product. So
I remember that there was a movie, was it on 70s American movie, I think, called Soylent Green, which was the stuff that people were eating, and then they were telling like basically that it's like some kind of algae or something that you are eating. And actually, can we show like a part of that?
What do you want?
That can we show like a part of that?
Of
like
what?
Of this movie's like trailer?
No, I don't think so, because then you get like copyright problems, I think.
No, because you have it. It's from the 70s and stuff like this. So it's actually 73, which has Charlton Heston and stuff like this. But it's basically, people are eating Soylent Green and they are demonstrating, and then there comes like trucks this trucks that take people, like they would be something, and put them in a big I don't know what it's called, caterpillars or stuff, come take people, and then somebody finds out eventually that Soylent Green is people. So basically people are being eaten, like given food people. You have like, I think it had like this kind of thing that you had euthanasia chambers. So if you were feeling like really bad and you think you're gonna die, you go to a place and then you get to see like beautiful things, and nature, I guess, is kind of hugged, and you can like, then you will be out of the picture, and then they saw some kind of processing plant that they take everything from the people, and it was kind of brutal.
Yeah, who knows?
And think about what was at least in here also, they tried to push already the insects. They were making bread here, and also like like you sell crickets and you put as a protein, insect protein. So they want you to eat bugs. And of course, in some places, I think people eat big spiders, and I don't know. I have tried actually a cricket. I had no complaints. It was crispy, but I don't know if there's gonna be like like certain huggers with bit more like wealth and stuff. Are they gonna also start eating bugs with us? They're gonna stop using airplanes and cars, and like just stay put and eat bugs. And I don't know. Maybe of course, yes. We all in this together, like it seems to be.
Yeah,
By the way,
of course.
Can I say something still? Because I was just checking, going through now. Can I ask, do you know in your country, Dutch, how can person be buried?
You can get buried. You can be cremated, like burned. You can be frozen. You can be burned or something, and then put in a tree, and then they can plant you as a tree. And I don't know. There are so many options. You really have to.
Available.
So from the head, I don't know, but you can do everything. You can, yeah, like I said, they also. I once read. Then they do that with freezing or something, and then they freeze you completely, and then you brockle together, and then you go also like in a tree or something, and then. So there are a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I wonder if I guess because here in principle there is like this kind of law that it goes, and then I would like to know if Spain has some insight for this.
I can check it out.
That in
I will
Finland,
check it out.
legally, I think you can cremate a person, or you can put the person in the coffin and put it in the ground, and that's the stuff. So what would Spain do?
Well, in Spain we have the cemeteries, but when they put you underground, it's like how do you say? No, how is called in English? Let me 1 moment. Cemento. In English?
Femento.
Cemento in English. Cement. It's cement around, and then they put the coffin. They place the coffin, so you have like a kind of like, or in the wall they put you, but it's like covered in cement, so you are not really. Your thing is not really getting rotten and mixing with the earth. You know what I mean? It's
Okay.
in a confined space, at least what I
So
have
your
seen
body
in the
stays.
cemeteries there. And then we have, of course, we have like this kind of like many people put together in the same place, but I also like it's not right away in the earth. This is what I have seen.
Okay.
All right. Fair enough, because here I think you can put a person in a coffin or burn. That's it. But I haven't paid attention too much because obviously Mark had more ideas, but I found out just this because I was scrolling to check some news. It's like there is this representative in the parliament, is Anna Kontula, suggesting the bodies should be that you should be able to compost bodies because that's an ecological, eco-friendly option, and they want to start making changes in the law that the composting will be a way that you can bury a person. So basically, that should save like fossil fuels, and graveyards will take big areas and all that stuff. So basically, it is estimated that it will save in carbon dioxide emissions like from a 70 kilo person, like a ton, like 1,000 kilos of carbon dioxide. So basically, this is already also like at least in Sweden and in 12 states in the United States, it's legal.
So now we're gonna save the planet by.
I had no idea of this. This just bugged me. What do you think about this?
Save the planet. Let go composting ourselves. If we are dead, just throw the body in a compost bin where you throw your garden stuff also in.
I wonder if there must be or something already for decades or hundreds of years.
Yeah, and just put it in your vegetable garden after a year.
They don't do that stuff because, of course, the diseases, that can come from the composition of the body. So, yeah. So I think it's for a health issues,
Maybe they can make biofuel
because
from
we are so big populations. Yeah. What?
Make biofuel from composting bodies.
You want to be?
It says that actually also, by the way, biofuel in a way, why not? But it also seems to be. I was checking with the AI and like making some research that it takes like something like even depending, you're gonna allow there like airflow and certain temperatures, like it's gonna be up between 15 and 70, and everything will disappear pretty fast. I think it was, what did I get? The 4 to 7 weeks. Could be complete. It's pretty fast. So then you have to keep the temperature and moisture and everything. So 55 to 70 Celsius. And that's not going to take, it takes like nothing. And then it should be really rich earth mold thing, or what is called the earth that you use for the plants and stuff, that should be like really good. That's just, I don't know. I find it conflicting, even though there's the idea you literally go back to earth, like really eco-friendly and in a way good. Then on the other hand, who gives us what happens for your dead body? It's dead and that's it. But
I heard that's what they are doing in Holland.
Weird.
No, but that's what they are doing in Holland. They do something with your body. I can't remember what, but they do something with your body after you're dead, of course. And then and then they put you in a bag, and in that bag comes a tree, and then they put you in the ground, and the tree grows on your composting body.
Yeah, I have heard about it.
Yeah.
For me, this was just like they're gonna turn literally you into mold, and then then you're gonna be giving yourself to the earth. Okay, that's all cool, and then the plants will basically eat you.
But they bury you a little bit or not? Or they just
no,
put you there?
No. The point is that you will be put in a composter, and 4 to 7 weeks there's nothing left of you. Maybe small parts of bones, and then they might grind them a little bit or something like this.
Yeah, but how many composters do they have, or do they throw 20 bodies in one composter or something?
I have no idea. I didn't go too more deep to this. I don't know. For
It's
me,
like a forklift comes with 20 bodies. Oh, throw them in. Yeah, they're ready next week. So
yes.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. For me, this is just somehow like, I don't know why it's a little bit weird. I don't know. It's like
the ecological practice in Finland.
I think it's the same, especially like in Finland. In Finland, you have more trees than people. So, why is it then not possible that you just get buried in the forest, for example? So it's the same thing.
Well, we have a lot of forest.
Because maybe some people will profanate your body, and I don't know, because there is still bones left afterwards. So maybe, I don't know, they have some kind of problem with that, or I don't know.
I even heard sometimes you can then you get burned. You have to get cremated, and then your leftovers get put in a rocket, and then you've been sent into space.
What?
That's also.
I think it was in America or something.
I think there was also. I think it was told that there was a guy who was playing role in Star Trek. That was done to him, or something. And then there was another guy. I think so.
Hey, but then we can do like this. Then we go composting. We put a tree in it, and then put it in a rocket, and we send it to Mars. And then we are like already starting to get trees on Mars.
Oh, that's a good idea. I like that. That's the new. Hey, have they ever thought about it? Colonize Mars like this way? It's not quite.
It's
How
not
can
bad.
we call this? Eco burial, green funeral, sustainable burial, natural burial, compositing burial. Oh, no, I mean like what? Wait a second.
Can be.
I am trying to hear. Yeah.
Why not?
I tried to check like maybe some kind of like.
I've read also once, like in Australia or something. It was there. I don't know if it's here in Holland too, because we have the North Sea. Yeah, North Sea is black as shit, so you can't see anything anyway. But like in Australia and stuff, you can get buried. You also get cremated first, and then you get buried on the coral reef. And they built a coral reef with, like, for example, the dead bodies, but you're already burned, But they build it, and your name's gonna stand in there. And then they create new reef, not the Great Barrier Reef, but new reef where coral can grow and all stuff like that. So
Oh,
it's also going back to the nature, you know.
this is nice.
I have to say, did you know about this? Because we are everything and nothing, so everything goes and nothing goes. I was just trying to check. Is it a
Hello, the
false
ones
memory?
in the ether, the ones that come here. I see someone coming and going. You can say hi, eh? Also.
Yes,
So
I agree.
we are
Say
talking
hi.
about
please.
like really morbid stuff at the moment.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, today.
hello.
So that's why I wanted to light. Hey, welcome, welcome. Please stay.
Yeah.
Don't go away. So
Stay here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, yeah, I was thinking about something that lately, well, it's a news stuff. Of course, I know that you have heard about it. Maybe not. I don't know, Mark. How disconnected have you been? Because you have been with the car issue stuff, but you have heard about what is going to happen now with what's happening now with Europe that is out of the negotiation table. What is your opinion about that?
Europe is out of the conversation table.
Yes,
also,
out of the negotiation table.
I guess it means about the Ukraine war business that
Yes.
that consider the Americans
like-
consider between the Russians and the Americans that the Europeans can go hug themselves. They can't be
Yeah,
consoled.
well, my opinion about it is a little bit like you can see now. For for many years, America, also through the CIA and stuff, it was really active in Europe, but also Russia and China were really active in Europe, and Europe didn't do a thing. And if you look to it now, Europe is now losing its game. You know, like America is pulling back. They're gonna care for themselves. Russia, of course, is already back because we broke all the connections with Russia, and like China is China, you know, for example. But that's the thing. We have a real serious problem now because Europe doesn't have the resources in the ground to be a superpower. You know, we need all resources from other places, and that's, I guess, the biggest problem. If we don't watch out and we take the wrong friends, Europe is gonna lose a lot, and maybe at some point we are the third world countries in the world, and not like the other ones at the moment. You know, and that's really dangerous.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
what can happen with that. There's something that I think I was reading against news from some tabloid, which of course maybe would be backed up, but they was a claim that the Americans was telling how many billions Ukraine already owns them for the support, and they want for the further support they want half of their natural resources or like certain materials.
It's a round business, this. It's a round business. It's a round business. What the fuck? You know, they have used us. There is one, es que I flip out. O sea, since what moment the Europeans wanted to get in this war? First of
Nobody.
all, no, pero es que it's amazing. But now we are suffering a total gaslighting, or this is how I feel it. Tell me, guys, how you see this. First, Russia invade Ukraine, meaning like Russia goes with the tanks to the area. That's a fact. No one can say something different because the tanks were and the soldiers were inside the territory of Ukraine, and they were vulnerating the area, the country, right? That's a fact. Now,
But
wait.
Russia,
The reason why it happens, if they wanted to defend themselves or whatever, that's another story. But the stuff is that Russia was invading the country. And from the other side, the Americans have been putting much more money than Europe for to fight the Russians. And they have been also like investing there, you know? They have laboratories there and everything, isn't it? No?
I think I heard that. Well, I heard at least. I checked YouTube. I'm sure you can find that. Was it this? There was some hearing in the Parliament or the Congress in I think Congress in America, and there comes about. I saw it in this Russell Brand show thing. He was showing like a video. There is several different funny things really. If you think about it, there was like that
And
they
now,
was basically somebody was in the Congress admitting that they have secret biolabs in Ukraine,
que es
America.
acojonante. And
So
and the
this
stuff,
is what
and the
I'm
stuff,
saying that they do, but this is what you can see. It seems to be that they're avoiding. Then there's like 10, 15-year-old video where Condoleezza Rice is saying that they want Europe to start buying the energy resources from America. Then
o sea,
we have
vamos,
Joe
o sea,
Biden, the
plan,
ex-president of the
long-term plan.
United States, saying live on television that if Russia crossed the border with tanks and boots on the ground to Ukraine, there's not going to be a Nord Stream 2. This
Es
is
que es acojonante. Es que this is exactly what I wanted to point out. That they blow the Nord Stream, o sea, and then now it comes that, joder, the Europeans are the ones that we wanted the war, or what? Because this is the only thing that they need to say.
No, but remember,
Because what we have been saying is like.
But do you guys know that like the Nord Stream is built by Europe and Russia? Yeah, but the company who was on the coastline where Nord Stream comes into Germany, there, yeah, the company who arranged all that the gas comes into Germany was American.
Okay.
No, it's not even Germany. Yeah, it is American. And the thing is, the Germans
So
know
even better for
the German government knows who blew up Nord Stream. They know
and
it.
they don't say
You know,
anything.
it's definitely, but they never tell. They will never say because it was not the Russians, because the Russians are not stupid. They're not gonna blow their own pipe, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Who is gonna think that is gonna be there? Like really?
It is
It's like
just
doing
a
this.
business thing.
So
Yeah, it's just a business.
There you see. Then my point. O sea, Russians, they have something on it. The Americans as well, and now they are washing hands and like, no, nothing happened. And now we are the ones who are gonna suffer the consequence of all this stuff. The Europeans are gonna be the payers.
Yeah, we are the idiot ones who are losing.
We are the fooling ones, the ones that we think about like that. Yeah, that everyone is good, you know. But they have their hidden agenda here. Like it's about weapons. It's about many other things, you know. It's about, and then the point is that this kind of structures is corrupting also Europe, and you can see it in the European structures as well.
No,
I don't know if things are corrupting anything. I think that has been going on because that was funny thing when I saw. Maybe I said it, but I saw this Spanish really nice historical drama based on at least somewhat like in what has happened by history writings at least. But then you could see that there was people who had the money who were behind the kings and stuff who were pulling strings and telling what happens. So I don't think we have been corrupted long time ago. I think already like I don't know. It has never not been corrupted on my view.
You know, but with the
American companies sanctioned also by participating in the Nord Stream project, Nord Stream 2 project, and all that. So as well was. So I don't know.
I think Europe, we Europeans should collide together. You know, it's like we should create one big Europe with all the countries together, and then we have a chance, and then we should make friends with those we want to be friends with. What is
that was the idea.
Europe? It's good for Europe. And it doesn't matter if like America is fighting Russia or whatever. It's not our problem. It's like it's your problem. You know? Bye.
The problem
we are living here.
The problem in here is that the American didn't want to fight Russia or Russia American in the end. The stuff is like they were making a sandwich to us. Literally. So this is what I see. And we have been fooled for both parties.
Well, Europe used to be the biggest power in the world. You know, it's
recreated America. How many years ago? You know.
Yeah,
but not like this.
No, and that's the whole thing. It's like like I said, we don't have resources in our ground. Not really enough. We have a lot of people. We have a lot of culture. We have a lot of those things. We have a modern society, a lot of educated people, all that. But we don't have really big resources like Russia does, or like Africa, or just name it. So I think
Yeah,
we should do together and not split up, but we should do together and then just say, okay, America, you pull out, okay, no worries. Russia, what are you doing? Oh, you want to do business with us? Okay, we do business with you, and
I,
it's good for Europe, and leave Ukraine for what Ukraine is, and let them fight together what they want. Let they clear it. It's not my problem. It's really like I think like that. So
Mhm.
yeah. Well, I think like more and more I think about it. Well, the funny thing, actually, let's put. I don't know. I have a billion things, I guess, but maybe I shouldn't have a half an hour selfish monologue about it.
yeah,
But the point being, like, one thing is like, let's say China. I think the point has been like, I'm not gonna, the world politics, and I don't want to start making. But what I have made some little research and listening to certain different things online and taking reading and some history and stuff. I think China has been at least officially and like in big way looking it's inside of itself. They had to, uh, uh, they had the wall to keep somebody out and to keep their people in. I guess sort of. I think the official is that you keep the other opposing powers outside the whole country. But I don't know how much colonies they have had, for example, in that sense. That they have not, I don't know how much they went. They have had business more and stuff like this. I don't know about this. Then another thing, by the way, now they are telling, that was the point, is like, now that it has been said at some point that, the Americans, they are supporting Ukraine, and that they basically at some point somebody's pointed out, but that it's not for free. And now I will tell you one, because I was checking with the AI because I remembered, but I just don't remember how was it. And there is like you can put it to, there is some kind of like different links. I think you just Google when it was when the United Kingdom settled its debt from help material help that they received from Canada and United States. Make a guess if you didn't check it. Spain, when they paid their debt from the Second World War to Canada and United States, the United Kingdom.
Like recently. I think recently.
Okay. Give me something.
are they still
I don't
paying?
know. Maybe like, I don't know, 2 years ago. What, 3 years? I don't know. 1 year ago, or maybe like still they are paying. like
They are still paying. They're
he's
still
telling.
paying.
Yeah.
Are
Well,
they?
it says here, and that's one thing, but it says here what I found is like newsbbc.com. You can find, for example, and somewhere else is like that United Kingdom paid in December 29, 2006, their debt. So you can imagine also like if that's the official stuff and like this. So like if there's some kind of certain gratitude towards this place, especially you can see, I guess, that United Kingdom, United States are kind of like this. They're like this, right? And these kind of things.
Hello, the
Now
ones that are there.
Ukraine is going to be giving like it's actually half of the rare precious materials.
This is amazing. We were complaining, but think about it. We were complaining about like the Russia was invading Ukraine, but then now they are gonna take the Americans and get the half of their things away from there. O sea, what? Me this is business clean.
Yeah, but
Shakira's son is nothing,
Yeah, but if you think of it, that a few thinking, but if you think of it, that it has been proven that a few German politicians who are now in the government and stuff, they are on a contract bill from BlackRock and stuff, and BlackRock is America, so they have their well, let's say they are playing chess, and they have the politics in Europe are all like somehow connected with bonds to America or somebody else, or who knows. So the politicians are making rules and going with all the plans America is wanting to do, and that's why now America earns a lot of money from Ukraine, and we Europe have everything expensive, and we are paying everything, and we are now, for example, here also in Europe, they are all building weapons and stuff, building up armies again. Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah.
This looks a little bit strange, the whole business of everything. I remember when, and by the way, then you can also, when we read about this, that
I'm not a civilian. I'm an alien.
Oh yeah, civilian alien, not alien,
Well,
civilian.
Civilian.
Civilian, yeah.
Alien.
Marcus or Civilian. the Dutch
Civilian.
man is.
But yeah, the point is like these things are here, like so how we are told. It's like everything started 2022. Nothing has happened before that. There's no world history. There's nothing. No geopolitics. Russia attacks Ukraine. That's it. And then Putin is a crazy motherfucker who is exploding his own pipeline that brings him billions. I don't know what we are supposed to believe. Like, dude, now you can start hearing like they are talking about the pandemia in a certain manner.
Hey. Have you heard today that
Yes.
they were like in Turkey? It was it, I think, that they were like they have to stop the fly-ins, the flies because of UFO phenomena.
UFO?
Yes, in Turkey, that was going on. I saw it in some place.
What's going on with the UFOs? We know.
I don't know. This is and also like with the airplanes, they are falling down. In Canada, in United States, there several places have like a lot of crash.
But they are saying that there are aliens here now, and there's some people, I don't know if it's true, but some scientists.
In Nederlander, please tell us what is your secret there. What are you doing, man?
You.
I'm not allowed it. Yep.
They had some kind of. Hey, when I was checking a little bit, they had like a huge thing with so this is the key.
The key.
Finally, it is revealed.
Run to the hills.
Yeah, exactly.
Run for your life.
A long time ago, they had a huge thing with the drones in the Americas. They seem to be having, and now it just was like Trump would say, yeah, it's our stuff. Don't worry about it. But there seem to be like a lot of things happening. So I don't know if this is, can it be, then there was supposedly some kind of mist smoke thing going on in some weeks, few weeks back, a month back. And
some people say there's a new planet coming in our solar system.
No shit.
And it's also affecting our things here on planet Earth, on magnetic field and stuff like that.
Okay.
What would be? It's not like this. I think there was like what was the Nibiru and this kind of stuff that they were talking about, that there has been like a collision and all sorts of things. I don't know, but I mean, like, think about it. We have been, well, of course, as Europeans, we kind of concentrate, okay, the Ukrainian stuff is kind of near home, and the Russia is there, it's next to us, Finland, and I don't know, interesting stuff. And then we have the pandemia, and, like, there's a lot of, like I said, I don't know if this kind of drama has been happening earlier, constantly, all the time. So I wouldn't be surprised that next is the aliens. I mean, like, it's just the aliens is the next thing. And then what? That's gonna be told that you have to stay at home and you cannot do this, you cannot eat that, you have to eat the crickets, and You can fart only twice a day. We're gonna have this kind of credit score for you and the butt cheek recognition and whatever ignition you manage.
I have been thinking about the butt cheek recognition a lot.
You have been
cannot
thinking about
imagine.
the butt cheek recognition a lot. Yeah.
The Finnish already know, eh?
Just
The
for a
Finnish
moment.
already know. You can hear. The Finnish already know. The aliens will come, and the only way you can notice the difference between aliens and humans is butt neck recognition. Yeah.
Butt cheek recognition. Exactly.
Yeah, butt cheek recognition.
Exactly like Fonchi would say, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, but think about this: that how much. That is the stuff, because you can have seen all sorts of things, some kind of like a South Parks and all sorts of things. But think about that: how if they would just want to do this, like there is gonna be a butt cheek recognition, the media would start telling how you have to, you have to scan your butt in somewhere, or they're gonna have something that they're gonna scan your butt, and they're just gonna keep doing it, telling
Scan your
people.
butt
So
like that.
in some years, it's gonna be totally like, what? Butt cheek recognition is totally fine. It's like, what you scan what IDs? We scan butts? Are you crazy?
Yeah.
You are a conspiracy theorist. Why can't
I
we
don't open my phone
you are
with a
afraid
finger.
of something? Have you
I
put
open
something
my
in your
phone
butt
with
that you don't
my
want to
butt,
show?
yeah.
Okay. But hey, maybe it would be a good idea to say at this point, like, if there is someone commenting, please comment.
No,
And
but we have something to say. Wait a second.
oh yeah,
Subscribe! Joder, you.
Yeah.
we are confused. Just a
No,
moment.
we are not confused.
No, we are not.
We have something to say from Spain with love. I came all the way to the north
You
of
came
Europe
all the way.
I
to
came
spread the
all
word.
way.
Yes.
I walked all the way
You
from
were
Iberia
walking.
to Northern Europe just to tell you.
Yes.
Subscribe! Joder, you only have to
Yes.
press a button.
Exactly. You only have to press a button.
You only have to press a button,
Only.
and somebody has pressed it.
Why do you
keep
have to
pushing the
scream
button.
like that? Can't you just say it normally, like subscribe, please?
No, because this is not us. We are metalheads, man. What are you talking about?
I don't know how many calls to action of like subscribe in death metal way there would be, I guess, in that
I don't
sense.
know.
So
I have not even checked.
You have
about
the
that.
unicum. You have a unicum.
hey, there would be, by the way, a possibility to make this into like some kind of meme thing that you would do whatever, and it's always, like subscribe,
Yeah.
but then it's like chocolate, whatever. Of a viral video there. But yeah, if you enjoy it, do it. Subscribe. It helps. Somebody did it.
Yes, it always helps. Yes.
But you're just gonna
But,
wait till somebody subscribes. I'm not talking
guys,
again.
I have to tell you.
Subscribes.
I have to tell you about the news that I like, more accurate thing that I was seeing in the ether today.
Okay.
So today in Turkey, there had been reports of signings of unidentified flying objects, UFOs, in the airspace of Istanbul. Pilots have reported unknown objects on their radars, which has caused concern and led to extensive searches in the air, sea, and land. However, the authorities have not yet determined the source of these objects.
It wasn't me.
Are you sure?
New car. Yeah, you will get a new car.
Yeah.
New was it? Car. Yeah. We know where you've been up to.
Oh my goodness.
I'm now undercover. So
Suomipoika, what we do now with the Nederlander?
hey,
What we do?
Cefalian.
Cefalian. Wait a second. I go to pee. I need to go.
You need to go. Everybody runs from me.
Where is Suomipoika?
I don't
Where
know.
is he?
He crawled away. He was afraid or something. I don't know.
Really? Madre mía.
No,
Madre
he crawled
mía,
away.
qué problema.
can see him. He disappeared.
For
He has
some
his
reason,
cloaking device.
clocking device.
Yeah, he has a cloak. Yeah, cook. There's a UFO in Finland.
I
I've
have
seen
to
one.
remove myself from the space. Wait.
You have to remove. Then I'm all alone here with this penny with the
Wait,
Finnish.
no, I didn't remove myself. I was removing what? No,
What are you doing?
nothing. Just reminding the people that if they come to see the video, they have to do
All the
something really
way from
important
Iberia to Northern Europe.
because
Just to tell
otherwise,
you, subscribe.
we cannot
Joder, you only have to
survive
press a
without
I
button.
them.
can't hear you. There's somebody screaming here.
Yes,
Okay.
who is screaming?
So
Subscribe.
No,
yeah, by all means, anyone leave us comments and say something if you are here.
yeah, we were having here some people already, but
Muy
I
bien.
really need to put this thing going on good, and then I have to remove myself. Now, yes, I
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough, but yeah, there was also like the UFO business with saying that it was the drones and then like huge things going on in America some time ago, and
In England also. In England they have seen also a lot. I don't know. In Germany also a few. Didn't they see someone in Finland or something?
no, I don't think
UFOs
so.
in Finland.
I don't remember reading at least anything. I haven't noticed.
No, because I find it weird, you know. I find it weird that, like in America, it was full of the UAPs and stuff, and then no answers, nothing came. You know, nobody speaks about it again. It's gone. So, if nothing is there,
Yeah.
I find that weird. I don't know why it is like that.
Hmm.
I don't know if there are aliens or not, or yeah, you know, some scientists and stuff, you know, big top lore people, they say there are aliens there. So I don't know.
Yeah, they seem to be coming out, and they had in American Congress and stuff like hearings about this,
Hmm.
about
And then they
technology
talk
and
about,
stuff.
but I don't know. It's I find it weird, you know, like if the aliens are here, yeah, well, why don't they show them? You know, just come. No, make world peace. Because
Yeah,
if there
so
are aliens in here, we don't have to fight each other anymore. I
Mhm.
mean, then we have another place to go. You know, like there, we have a lot of more minerals in space than we have here. So, you know.
Yeah. Well, they say that some Anunnakis or some of your guys have been mining gold and using us as a slave. That we would be genetically modified race for
Mhm.
working for like slave labor, and
Yeah, we did
also
that a few years back, but
Mm.
some call us
So
the Anunnaki, but we are just the Dutch. You know, it's like
yeah, muy bien. But basically, I don't know. This is like you said, with the whole alien business. It's like okay, I don't know till what degree one can like deny everything, and like in a sense that no, there's nothing to see in here, and more you pay attention to things, you start to notice that maybe certain instances are not your friends. Maybe they don't want just best for you. So I don't know what would be the effects. Maybe it would be like in a way, like let's say there is aliens. So what can you do about it? Then there would be. So will your whole life change for it? Would it become like, okay, so they are aliens. So what? And then what? You are not gonna go to work, or you're gonna have to eat and shit anyway. Or who knows if they would bring some new tech. But basically, maybe it would become like this: that yeah, okay, there's aliens. They have come from Alpha. They go with light speed, and they consider that we are next to ants. They don't really give a shit about us. They just want to see what's happening, and then we wouldn't even understand some of the stuff what they would be having in their head. So maybe they would be much more so different that it would be difficult even to think.
yeah,
That's
I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know what's then gonna happen. Yeah, it's a really good question. You know, what happens if the aliens are there, you know, and they don't want to fight with us, and they don't
Hmm.
want to eat us or something. They're just friendly aliens. No, let's say it like that.
Yep.
What will happen then? Yeah, I don't know. It's will it be a life changer? I guess yes. I guess it can
Well, that
change
would be,
a lot really quickly.
in a way, yeah. Of course, if they would be, but and then you can also think about it like at least the human perspective also suit you if you have some situation. It's like a natural thing. If you're gonna go there and you're gonna do some weird shit, you're gonna destroy things like the natural, like a ecosystem or something. So if you have aliens coming here, if they're smart, they would actually know that it could be easily that if they poke something and they're gonna come tell us how to do something. Well, of course, if they would be somehow super like a level God knows God aliens in that sense, it's like who knows, mate. But in a way, if you poke into something, you're gonna make it worse for the nature and all that stuff. For example, I think
Yeah.
so. By the way,
They
hey,
know
I
stuff
want
we don't
to
know.
no,
Yeah.
but there was something I wanted to just now when it comes to the aliens and stuff. If I can, was having already a monologue again, but there was like a brief thing that I have no, I remember like some kind of like a small hint of a shade of a memory. But then it came because I was trying to check that do I remember really that the Star Trek, some kind of Star Trek star would have been basically shot in space, like their ashes, that I think that's the case, but I couldn't find immediately something. But then I stumbled into this. Just a moment, if I may, it's not going to be super long, but there's going to be moment. 47 weeks, bones 9, decomposing
Strange
human body.
reading a
What have
book.
I been searching?
No, but I want to. Es que I was when Suomipoika finished. I was about the battery recognition, but I wait for you
Okay, if you
because I just have here a magazine from the year. I wait a second. It was from 2015. Yes.
there has
But
been did you know this? Hey,
one
there has
decade
been a
ago.
Star Trek, like okay, I was asking like about Star Trek or something to make sure, but just like while Starshot refers to a separate real-world space exploration project called Breakthrough Starshot. Breakthrough Starshot is an ambitious initiative aimed at developing ultra-fast light-driven nanocrafts to explore the nearest star system Alpha Centauri. Funny enough. The project, announced in 2016, was founded by Yuri Milner, Stephen Hawking, and Mark Zuckerberg. The goal is to send tiny spacecrafts known as star chips to Alpha Centauri, which is about 3.34 light years away, at speeds up to 20% of speed of light. This would allow the spacecraft to reach the next star system in about 20 years and potentially send back images and data. I remember hearing something faintly. Have you ever heard of this? That was pretty interesting. And there's kind of people with some kind of stuff going on. Although it was Hawking who said, like, towards his end of his life, that you know what, we shouldn't be screaming outside the planet and sending probes and telling how to find them that hey, we are here. Because if you look at how we have behaved with this kind of people, original people who have lived somewhere, or we have encountered civilization in Earth that has been less developed with us, it has always ended with a disaster. Always. It was always ended bad for the indigenous.
We have to be scared. We have to prepare ourselves for war or something. Defend ourselves. That was Stephen Hawking's last words about aliens.
I think he was saying that we should not tell anyone that we are here. And look at our own example. But if he was saying that we should for war, this I don't remember, but maybe if you say so.
I don't know. I used to think that we were a experiment stuff from other beings.
Could
Yeah,
be.
humans. I always thought that it's the case.
Okay. Yeah, you hear some people say it also. So I don't know. I don't know
It's
if
like,
I'm
you
an
know, like
experiment.
when my kid plays with the dolls, the same. But you know, I imagine like someone is playing with us in the other side. Maybe I am. I don't know. Really
No,
crazy. Insane.
Think about just what we can do nowadays with the computers and stuff, like the virtual reality stuff, and what you can create, the images you can create for the computer. You can create things with the AI yourself at the moment.
Man, you know what?
Yeah, there was some time ago. There was somebody who felt that he or she can also be she was a god because he or she could make fire. So now we are thinking, our mind is now playing. Oh, if we can create a simulation, somebody else, maybe we live in a simulation. You know, it can be, yeah, and that's yeah, it can be. You don't know, and if we do live in a simulation, we will never know because somebody else is on a computer, and that what person is smarter than we are. So you know,
Yeah,
it's
and of
like a
course,
chain reaction. So you don't know. So why spill some brain cells on thinking about those things? You know, it's a
No.
waste. If we are in a simulation, yeah, fine, okay, no
Yeah.
worries. My problem. I'm living here and doing my
Like
thing.
whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, like it's nothing like that obsesses me or something like this. But
Mm.
it's something that I have thought about, and like, well, I think that we are, you know, like the experiment
well,
from something else. Especially
well, you
because I had once a dream that I don't know if it's a dream or it's in a film. I don't know, but I have a memory. Let's put it like this: that maybe I saw it in some place, but I have it like really a memory that I was laying down in a place and someone was putting a needle through my ass. Through my ass. Sorry, no, through my ass, no,
can.
through my eyes.
Through
You know,
your
like,
eyes.
and it was really scary. And I was in a place where there was no one. It was another place, and I was like subject to a how do you say, one thing of these things that put you, I don't know the English word, like a bed, a hospital bed or something, but was not a hospital, was a really dark place, you know. So I don't know if I have seen a movie when I was small and then I have dreamed about this,
Sounds
or
like you've been abducted.
yeah, well, when I see these kind of things, then I don't feel that I have been I don't feel personally like this, but I have this memory, you know. So
Okay.
I don't know, maybe I have been abducted in a past life or something like, I don't know what the fuck. But you know,
Maybe.
like
Oh,
that made me think this, and also like how we are built, you know, about like the biologic and physics and chemistry, everything, you know, how we are done. It's
well,
basically we are done by components, but they are biocomponents. So let's put it like this.
I
yeah,
would also.
they are like animals. Like I see it like this: the lungs is an animal, the heart is an animal, the stomach. You know, just name it. The muscle. You know, the
Yeah,
muscles.
in the
It's
end,
all animals,
they are
and those
names, but
animals. No, no, but those, you know, let's call it animals. You know, they
yes,
are like
yeah, for
entities.
to
You
understand
know,
each other. Yes,
and those entities are combined together because this build up as we are, you know, like humans are, you know, cows or something
complex
different, but
multi-organism,
yeah, a multi-organism, but it's the best way to survive
complex.
in nature. You
Yes,
know,
yes.
it created this, and we are top level in the world. You know, it's like we are
No,
top
because
level of everything.
no, because if you see a dog also has a liver and a heart and a brain, you know, the only thing is that I think like the dog or the bird, they are evolved for to live in their path. Let's put it like this, and we have evolved to live in our path, but that doesn't mean that we are the best. Many times I have think like how
We are the dominant species on the planet.
why we believe that we are better than an ant, because if the meaning of depending of the meaning of life, no? That what is the meaning of the meaning of life in there? What is the purpose
it's
for
I don't
living?
mean it. I don't mean it in that way. I mean it like we are the dominant species in this planet. You know, from all the species who are here, we are the dominant ones, and we can decide. Like, if we want to decide to destroy a whole planet, we can. You know, and maybe it's the best of evolution or the worst of evolution. You don't know. You know, it's like depends on how you look to it. You know.
Yeah, and also that whole
I
thing
missed
depends
it.
on that sense. That
I
depends,
didn't
like
hear
what makes you okay. If that is the thing that makes you that you have the power to like control things and stuff, of course. If that is the dominant, then you could count it like maybe some aliens would count it like what is the the most popular species? What do you have most creatures on the world? Would be the dominant species because they have doesn't matter what technology or control you have, but this is the most population you have. So I think that like the spiders and stuff like this are outnumbering like us by biomass, like for example, like many fold. So that's kind of interesting stuff. And then, for example, I had to check because there is a worm that has it's like planarian flatworm. It's basically has some kind of extraordinary regenerative skills. You can probably Google that. So as a reference, but it's basically immortal, and they have studied this also, like extensively to understand the mechanisms behind the regenerative powers, hoping to apply this knowledge to medical research and treatments for humans. So basically, they can regenerate any part of their body, including their head, tail, and even internal organs. This means that theoretically they can keep regenerating indefinitely, making them immortal in a biological sense.
Bueno,
So-
you can see in the really nice examples in the nature. For example, the lizards with the tails, or the stars with the arms. They also like grow new ones. So
Yeah.
yes.
I don't know what is the tail thing, by the way, true? Sorry.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I think so.
It
Yes.
can grow back. You know that one animal, it can grow back all the limbs and even half its brain.
Which one?
Yeah, which animal was? There was also like the how do they call the jelly things who live in the sea.
The medusas.
Yeah,
Medusa
that
in
one.
Spanish.
No, I don't know
No.
I know the word in Spanish, but I don't know the English word. I don't know, jellyfish. You know, jellyfish.
Yeah, medusa.
Yeah, and
Jelly.
Medusa.
Medusa.
Medusa is something else, huh?
No. In Spanish, jellyfish is medusa. So
By
I
the way-
am asking to the universal brain. I can't
Yeah,
this fucking shit like this.
No, but it's and there's also the tiny animal, and then lost the name of it. I don't know the name, and it can grow back half its brain. It's a tiny, also some reptile. It's it.
A ver, I am
But
searching for it.
I really believe
Continúen.
if you look to the history of the
The
planet,
salamander.
yeah, that salamander, yeah, that can grow back its brain half and stuff.
It says like it has an incredible capacity of regenerate almost all the parts of the body, including the legs, the tail, the skin, the heart, and even parts of the brain. Like Mark was saying, I didn't know this, by the way.
I didn't know that it's also. I just remember
This is
the
cool.
worm thing, but that's funny that it brought more stuff.
This capacity of regeneration is something that the scientifics study intensively.
Yeah, so maybe in a few years.
I know in what applications they can use this.
Yeah, I just cut
Grow
off.
something bigger, maybe.
You can have like 3 wieners on your head, for example.
More down.
Well,
First
do you
thing that
want
comes
three
to mind,
wieners
you can
on
have
your
3 wieners on your head.
Yeah, but is that nice? You sit there and then no, just think of it. and then do like this. Yeah. And then make
Like
circle,
the and yet go to the toilet if they are functioning the same way. Bloody hell.
Yeah, you
Well,
have
you
to
can-
hold them like
in
this.
that case, at least you could use your head to something.
Sure, finally with 3 wieners.
Hey, by the way, with the head, I wanted to say one thing. Have you ever heard of this kind of thought experiment, philosophical stuff? I have to say that I was trying to take some free courses online at the University of Edinburgh, and then it was the philosophy stuff, and it was interesting. And I don't remember maybe half what I was reading, but this talk with was the brain. It's this kind of philosophical thought experiment called "Brain in a Vat."
Fat.
¿Cómo?
Brain in a vat. So basically, the brain in a jar. Imagine that a brain is removed from a person's body and placed on a vat of life-sustaining liquid. The brain is connected to a supercomputer that sends its electrical impulses identical to those of brain would receive if it were still in the body, experiencing the world. The computer simulates a reality that is indistinguishable from the actual one. So key questions would be reality and perception. If the brain in the vat perceives a virtual world as real, how can we be certain that our own experiences are not similarly fabricated? Just because we were talking about simulation. And skepticism to experiment challenges our ability to know anything from certain about the external world, as it suggests that our sensory experiences could be systematically deceived. Then solipsism, it raises a question about solipsism, the philosophical idea that only one's mind is sure to exist and that everything else could be an illusion. And then simulation hypothesis, it relates to the contemporary discussions about possibility that our universe is a computer simulation. So the philosophical implications, the brain in a vat scenario is often used to discuss the nature of consciousness, the reliability
you know what?
of sense.
It reminds me to the film this guy that he's an humorist from America, that he's
The
really tall.
Matrix.
No, it's the moon. Something called with the that he was living in a they were like
Jim Carrey.
yes. What
Yes.
was called the film? I don't remember. What was
that
the
one. Yeah, I don't
He
know.
was sitting under a dome and everything was like.
There's
Yeah, I remember. I don't remember the movie. Well, we should find out.
I don't think we live in a simulation, and I don't think it can be simulated because you have black sheep. Black sheep destroy everything what's simulated or could be simulated.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as there are black sheep,
what do you mean? The black sheep, like us?
no. For example, everybody
Because we
goes
are
that
black
way.
sheep.
Everybody goes that way, and then always there is always one
Someone that
person,
goes against it.
yeah, or does it totally different.
Yes.
Say it like that, not against it, but totally different.
I will say, Mark, go read about brain in a vat, and then think about it, because for me it's like makes at least my peanuts move kind of some. By the way, the movie of Jim Carrey was The Truman Show.
Yes,
Yeah,
Truman.
Show.
So the
Yes.
Truman. And so the
Yeah,
Truman.
I also believe because you have water inside your body, it's not your brain is not your person. So you have water in your body, and your water is half your personality.
Well,
So-
the point is like at least, but that's the problem. Is like if you are in a situation that you're only a brain who is in a jar or vat, and you've been sent information the same way that you would be sent that you are observing the reality, and that's the problem. How would you know the difference? Water, no water, because then you would just think that you have water, but you are just in a tank. Your brain is in the tank. Maybe they can keep you there forever, and you are experiencing things while you are not actually experiencing in reality anything. And in a sense, it's also told in a certain manner that when you look at people and your own body, that if you picture doing something good enough, your body will react the same way that you would be actually doing it. At least near that. There is like, for example, like astronauts and like really high performance athletes are doing this, that they picture the run and it kind of like provokes their muscles and everything with that. So that's kind of interesting. And then it goes to the consciousness and all that, I guess, again. But yeah, I would say
why should somebody keep us in a simulation?
I don't know. Why we create a simulation? We have created several.
The only simulation we create is to test something or to
have fun,
to play games.
Yeah. Or then, and if you think about it, you want to manipulate someone to do something, you can create a simulation of some situation in a way, or to make it seem like it's something else for some reasons.
Yeah, but but you have to think like this: if we live in a simulation, then all people live in a simulation. So then the whole planet lives in a simulation.
Yes, and that could be the whole universe.
The whole planet is in a simulation, and the whole universe is a simulation, and it's inside the computer. Then it's so big that nobody is there who personally decides somebody personally has to do.
Well, if you think about it, somebody who has more like brain cells than us has created this. Maybe it's just like they have been making jokes that it's just like we are in a. It was Men in Black actually. Movie was funny that you have glass balls and you had basically the Milky Way inside one, and they were playing like what is this when you play with the
with the blood glass.
Funny.
So, yeah.
So but in that sense, it's like and this is like simple things that you experience something. You see, you're totally convinced it's like this, and then somebody is watching it from the other side, experience same stuff, but sees totally different and thinks totally different. So that's, I think, for me, that makes it difficult. But anyway, I would suggest anyone in the audience as well. Hey, brain in a vat, it's an interesting thing to look into. At least for me, it makes me confused and disoriented even more than normal.
I just want to tell you something that we were having like people listening to us in here in the ether, and for the people that they are in the ether and everything, like I only have to say, oh, I wish you were here. You know the Pink Floyd song. And there is something.
Support the channel the way you can. Subscribe, like, share, or donate. And hopefully you have something to say.
What's that? You're not a human?
Now it's out. You think you are the only one straight here, you alien man.
Once upon a time in Finland.
You come from the Aqua planet.
Subscribe, like, share, or donate.
I am the Aqua man.
You have something to say.
Or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish you were here.
Wish you were here. Yeah, okay. So there you have it. Support the channel. And also share and like and all that.
Well, I don't know yet. I don't know yet what Spain is.
Wait.
Once upon a time in Finland.
Support the channel the way you can. Subscribe, like, share, or donate. And hopefully you have something to say.
Hopefully you have something to say. Because if you don't, I'm going to put you 2 black candles.
Oh my God. Not again.
From Iberia.
No.
No. So, yeah.
Okay, enough. No, enough of madness.
What a handsome mermaid. What can I say?
Yeah, I was already thinking, like at the moment, maybe, I don't know what Spain is, but now Finland came out what he is, so, he came
now
out
we
of
are
the
waiting
for him. So, maybe we should change the name. It's like not a Dutch and then Spanish and then a Finnish, but it's like a Dutch and a Spanish and Aqua something.
Aquaman.
Or we just
Aquaman.
I know
an alien, an Aquaman, and I don't know what are you, Spain.
We are like superheroes.
Sebalian. This is to be unfolded still. And the witch.
Yeah. So everybody who is watching this, subscribe or come to the
Or,
channel and
or do
let's find
something,
out
you know,
what
do
she is.
something, do
Yeah, and
something.
let's find out what Spain is. What is
Yeah.
Spain?
Exactly.
Succession is, hey,
Is it
succession.
a bio?
Maybe they're like superheroes. Maybe you're like
Madre de
superheroes.
Dios. I have something like really really concerned, you know, about like the basic recognition, like I was telling.
You're
And I
very
was like,
facing.
because I have like these science magazines from Spain that are so cool. Like it's like some are called like science. How was it? Wait a second. I don't even think that it has the covers. Actually, I'm fucking 10 years old.
Oh, what kind of books are you reading?
Well, it's muy interesting, very interesting. You know, it's
It's really interesting, but I don't know what
yeah,
it is.
really interesting. But the other day that we were talking about like the basic recognition, and of course, you know, like that facial recognition. Do you remember that one day we were talking about this? I want to put on the table, what do you think about it? You know, like they are using this for like the airplanes and for, you know, like for every place, like for to open your mobile applications, they use the face recognition.
Well, that was the
I
whole.
don't use it. I don't
You can
use it.
well,
Me neither, but here is the but. And there is where this thing comes. I am gonna translate you because this is in Spanish. But look, look at the
Yeah, that's no facial.
says-
You know, you can't do that because you're here.
it says
It's like
it
I
was
can do
15
like this,
years
you know?
ago. 15, not 10, perdona. Doesn't matter how you be, but Facebook recognize you. Meaning, the most popular of the social networks, I am translating just like this. I don't know, for the English speaker, maybe they want to crucify me upside down, but doesn't matter. I will try my best. Yeah. I know that that the pictures that the people upload to the service are a essential key for the success of the investigation or investment that they are like taking to effect. Every time that you put an image of persons on Facebook, the technology identify the faces and it asks us to be tagged on it, no? Even that sometimes it's not able to recognize who is it, but for to solve it, the brand or whatever, Deepface 2004, Deepface, a software. Let me see.
2004, that's in the past. A long time.
That this company can recognize the stuff in a 97.25% of the cases. So, meaning that, well, you know, like they keep, imagine now with the technology that it has been evolved, how it has been evolved. Like if Facebook was doing this, you know, like the danger out of this, you know, like in real life, I let the devils run now to your head, so you can think about all the things that they can do. And imagine now for one moment that we enter in a war. What can happen and how can this technology can be used against?
Yeah, they
And
can
how do
kill
you think about it? You know
They
what I
have-
mean?
They already have from those little insect drones. And they cannot fly that far, but they can fly, let's say, 1 or 2 kilometers or something. and they have a built-in camera, and the camera goes on facial recognition, and that are
Totally.
killing bees, for example, real like drones, and they can
but not,
kill one person. They just shoot a little pen through your head, and you're dead.
yes. But the point is like, of course, that it has been, like the data protection thing is like is like a joke in general. It's like a fucking like a joke, because this is like for to say no, we are protecting you. Yes, una mierda. Sorry to say, but it's
Against
like that.
who?
Against who? Against everyone that wants to take advantage of that technology in order to manipulate you. And that's
They
the
already
stuff.
doing that.
If but in the stuff, if I can recognize because the people move for feelings, no, for sense, for emotions. If I can decode the emotion that you feel, for example, when I show you a product or whatever, I can instigate for you to sell you better. I can manipulate your will in that sense. So that makes you an enslave, actually, if you think about it. Literally, civilians are being manipulated to put us in one place, like the ships. You know what I mean? So if you think about it, it's like, boo, it's like, oh, but this is not the worst that could happen, because they can supplant your identity as well. Or, for example, someone can make crime, a serial killer, imagine, that has this technology and has put your face or something and can use it. And then they blame you. So I have thought many ways, like, or for example,
Well, if somebody blames me,
to
I'm here.
persecute the uncomfortable truth, for example, like journalists and people that are against the public or the how do you say, not the public, but the main
Powers to be.
thinking. Yeah, for the main thinking, like for that they go exactly the black ships. They can be really eliminated effectively with this system.
Yeah, but what do you want to say with it? That should it be forbidden?
Well, you cannot stop. It's like you cannot. This is like to put doors to the ocean. You cannot. But it's like to create awareness. That's the point, because the point is like when you have awareness, you can defend about it.
Yeah, but that's good, and that's the discussion is good. But it's
Exactly.
the same like with everything. Every invention, what is made, it's like same with time, same with money, name it. Every invention made has a danger option and a good option. It's like you can use it for both ways. The only way you can use it in a good way is if you put it with good people who use it in a good way.
Yes,
And then
but the problem is that who is leading what? Because the problem is like if we in general we allow that the powers are not diversified between all of us, meaning like we are more or less cooperative, then there is always like the users and the abusers, O sea, the abusers and the used, used or something like that. I don't know in English, but you get my point, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, because in here we speak Europe English, eh?
Well, the point is, of course, this is like
Europe English.
the way it has. At least this is how it's explained. You have nuclear power. You can basically make bombs or energy. So at least it's also always seems to be. It seems logical also, but it's also like this is explained this way. That also like that you can use it for good or bad. Okay, people are dualistic, and yes, you can. But does it have to be? Why it has to be automation? That why wouldn't we consider we just would want to use it to cooperate and make things better, and not to think that we just want to blow the shit out of the other huggers. In that sense, so it's kind of interesting. I don't know. Maybe it's just how it has to be, but it's like things are just assumed also like in some manner, on my view. But it's just told that this is how it is, like you can use it for good and for bad. Like a
Mm.
rock,
And then,
like it was like you could
yeah,
make it a tool or kill someone with it when we were doing being maybe a little bit more hairy and or a bone or whatever was it in the what was the space movie? I don't know.
and then I was thinking about something because with
Yeah,
all this
sorry.
manipulation thing, we had been uploading now quite much like videos and stuff like to be consistent with this, like for growing and so on, because we want to reach people and we want to grow our community and stuff like that. Yeah, the point is like there is like you upload the videos in whatever platform, and then you say like, okay, this video is having like 1% or 2-3%, like that it has been sold to that amount of people, like, but only certain percent has seen the full video, no?
Mm.
And that is this is dangerous actually,
Oh,
because
I'm off.
yeah, what?
Oh, it's dangerous, you say.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
gotta
like
kill it.
that is dangerous because the stuff is like you could have the perception that the thing that you have done is not enough good, but the point in here is like maybe the algorithm is like is showing the video to people that are not they don't give a fuck about what you are talking in the video, so that makes you think maybe, or they can let you think that what you have not done is not worth it, when there is always people in the world that will be interested or they have some affinity with you. But why some people get like that and why other people doesn't get like that, maybe, like to grow more, or it is not maybe only about your will and your work. Think about it, because if you are working like like an insect, let's put it like this, putting more videos and more videos and more videos, but it's a way to regulate you. I don't show it to the people that you need in order to grow. I regulate you through this. How you think about it? Because it came to my head.
Well, yeah, because then you can also think about this, that whatever you put in whatever search engine, so what videos you show so one could consider that you show the content of the person, of the instance who have paid you the most.
Claro.
In a way.
Yeah.
What is
So
benefits for your business?
something that you will think that is like a democratic way, no? It's not.
And
It's already been proven, I think, that it is like that.
Yeah.
If I'm right, it's already proven, but I don't know. I don't have proof for that, but I've seen it once. That they say it's like the algorithm is pushing up the things who pay most and stuff like that. So it's all about the money. That's of course.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily. I think it can be also like in a way, of course, if it's pushing, kind of would be pushing after things that you can affect, I guess, what people would be watching, and then it pushes more. And then the one thing was also that what is suggested to you was like more of the same. That people will stay more in their own, and they will create this idea.
Or maybe
that everybody thinks this way. What you think, and maybe it's not really true. You've been shown what you want to see. Also, that could be another thing. But in that sense, you can also think about how much the internet and how the business online is influencing everything now. It's like
but maybe it's also a good thing.
You can control it.
Maybe it's also a good thing. It's like, for example, I have an interest in, just name something. Yeah, I have an interest in, let's say, in telephones. Yeah, and if I then search that, and then the whole algorithm shows me a little bit more like telephones and stuff. Yeah, then I like telephones, so for me it's good. But I think the biggest difference you have to see in that is online and stuff, it's yeah, of course we are real, and we do real stuff, and we want to meet real people, and maybe let's see what comes from it. That's one side, but the other side is like it's like uh, a different way of watching television, like we did in your younger days, and it's a bit like that, and you have to separate the online world with the realistic world, and as long as
Hombre,
you
that's
do that,
clear. But the problem is that arrive one moment that it's gonna be impossible.
Yeah, then there's the stuff that think
Es
that you
que,
want to go information and you are being given, you are not going to be given. I guess you never have been given with the newspapers or discussions or whatever will not give you neutral stuff in a way. Like here is the options, make up your mind. So I guess that's the also a problem. Like you want to find out what something means or is or what happening, and you're gonna search something, and then somebody decides what you can see, and then you're gonna be shown one side of a story,
well,
and you go
it
with
has
that.
been like that always. Maybe now with the internet you have the option to watch everything you want, and it used to be you can only see that what's in the newspaper.
yeah, or in
Well,
the
but I
in the
guess this is
National
where
Library.
I think
Yeah.
that could be
Yeah,
where
yeah.
it's going more towards that you cannot actually watch everything you want, and well, you never were able to watch anything you want.
Hey,
I know because well
look
now
at
with
us.
the espera, wait, now with the stuff what happened now with Russia and stuff, we were banned totally about the information from Russia. We didn't have access this there in Europe.
At
Yeah,
least
but
not
Did you?
like major,
You could not.
official kind of thing. I guess you
Yeah,
could see things if you make some effort, and some
it
some
was
things.
cut for us.
no, if you really make effort, you can see. And the thing is, look at us. We are now talking realistic talk, yeah,
Mm.
and we are putting that on the internet. Somebody else sees this, and it's realistic talk. So, is it censored? Is it, is it
Yeah,
put
but in
only
many cases
to
they can
people?
say like you are like a hate speech or many other things because this is this is the stuff when you are not agree with the main
stuff,
thing with the
the stuff.
established. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
So
I have
it's
that in my social life too. If I walk on the street and I say, "Yeah, you can all talk like that," but I'm talking like here. As long as I don't offend somebody, of course, you may never offend somebody, but
yeah, but there is
you
like
know,
the line is not clear. That's the problem. The line is not clear.
Well, I think in there has been in the Great United Kingdom area where it's like what Scotland, Ireland, England, Wales, all this business in there in the islands. They have made like they putting people for saying something online that you can get to jail. That is like
yeah,
kind
you
of
can,
serious.
yeah.
I mean, like, and then I think the whole freedom of speech thing is like, well, first of all, you should support everyone freedom of speech. That would be that anyone could basically say anything, but I would believe that you can say whatever you want, but then there could be consequences what because you say something which is really like bad, rude, or and of course if you start making threats that I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna do this to someone or something, that's not then you should be like, okay, hey, what? Excuse me, what you gonna do? And like, I think it's difficult in a sense, but in principle, I think you should be able to say whatever you want about whatever you want. And I remember, for example, was thing that there was like Putin's speech, and the Finnish national television said they're not gonna show it, so they decide that I cannot see it through there. It comes out of my pocket that this whole entity exists, and people's taxes that basically funding is mostly through that. But they tell me what I can see,
Like
and
a
I'm
kid.
like, what?
Well,
Really?
they do that always. They do that everywhere. If you look at the cartoons, for example, like in the old days and stuff, it was all propaganda and stuff in it, and it's such way that you didn't even know it, and yeah, it's the whole thing. It's really they can do everything. It's like our screen, like from our laptop, for example. It flashes, but it flashes that fast that we don't see it as flashes.
Yeah, you
And
just
they
have
already tested once in those flashes. We don't even notice it. They put advertisement Yeah, and we don't even notice it, or our brain notice it somehow, and then you also get affected by it, but we don't even notice it. So, and that's the whole
You
thing.
mean the subliminal publicity? You mean?
Yeah,
Yes.
but that's the whole thing. It's like, you know, that's there, and you have to teach. You have to teach all the people, and all the people should know that it's there. So, and if you know it's there, and you just say, yeah, it's okay, you know, just leave it be. I'm going my way.
Hmm.
I guess it's
Hey
more a
guys,
bit like that, you know.
now we've been here 1 hour 45 minutes. Are you up to
Yes.
for more? We're gonna start wrapping things up. What do you think? How
I
you
think
feel
we
like?
should
Think
say
it would be-
goodbye.
Yeah, maybe it's time. So we have been talking about spaceships to, I don't know, the prices of chocolate and everything, right? What else?
Wait, that I don't know if I have something else that I was.
You do. You do.
Mm, no,
Nope.
no, 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 no,
No,
no.
no,
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 No.
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 nothing. No, the stuff. What the point that we are talking now, that it conveys, you know, like that manipulation by your emotions, or by your what you prefer or what you not prefer, and the stuff. That I have to mention, like what happened with the pandemic was a train for this. Like you can see, like obviously that many of the people lost their freedom. Like for example, you had to have a passport COVID to, okay, you were with the vaccine, you were not, you can do this and you cannot do this, you know. So that's, I don't know. That's a little bit like what the hell.
It's a switch for like security for your freedom, and you know, like this is like we're gonna want to help you, we're gonna think for you, we're gonna keep you safe, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna save you.
But I think with the, if I may still say for this on my part, is like maybe earlier things, it took more time than the truth came out or the information was fully out. I think nowadays starts to be more difficult to keep things under wrap for longer periods of time, that it comes out at some point sooner, like everything else goes, everything seems to go faster somehow. And maybe it's just me getting old, then I don't know, but like
I guess.
I
You
remember
know,
with I remember
because
with
it's
the
the internet, you know.
yeah,
So
exactly.
I think,
Okay.
and that's why everything goes fast.
And this is what I was thinking, like when the whole business, I remember this, which I don't forget ever, is like the Ukraine war thing has 2022 start. I don't know, then you can make your conclusions when it started and what has happened. But for me, it was like, it seemed like, maybe, I guess I said before, that they said that there was a Ukrainian soldier who was driving a truck that is full of explosives to a bridge, and I think he exploded himself, so the bridge would be destroyed and the Russians couldn't advance. Okay, but I'm just saying what I was thinking, like at the time, and I was like, yesterday, if somebody would take in a truck and drive it on a bridge and blow it would be terrorism, and it would be like really horrible thing that happens. And then of course war, all that, but it was just like it got like overnight things changed, that it's fine to take a car in a bridge and explode yourself, and it's heroic.
Joder, and that you are seeing people like being killed in living, in life.
It was the stuff also. I remember we were watching
It's
like
just
camera
crazy.
from Kiev, that you can see like these webcams that there is like, and I'm also thinking like, oh my god, I'm watching like war live online
Life. Yeah.
as it happens, or at least assumingly what happened in that
It's not
sense.
a movie.
That was like
No.
kind of anxious, and you get kind of a little bit like hooked into it a bit or
And
something.
people is dying. People is dying. Doesn't matter where.
And
or
of
how.
course you can see, and this is in here, and people
die
are
everywhere.
worse somewhere else than there. And this is
Yeah,
the stuff is also like,
and it's not, and the problematic thing for me is like the people is not dying because they happen to die, you know. It's because someone else is deciding that they have to die for their own benefit.
Yeah, but then nothing has changed, you know. It's
Yeah, but
it's
but
through
why
history,
can you know the ball?
Always
we
the
make a war?
psychopaths rule a lot, and they do the things they do, and we cannot do anything about it. You know?
I don't think so. We are doing something about it.
Yeah,
I
but we
want
have
that
to do
people
it as
come out.
all humans.
People doesn't fight if they don't want to fight. They
I
cannot
always
bring us
believe.
there.
I always believe. You
We
know, for
unite.
example, I believe like, oh, you don't like that politician, and that politician doesn't like that politician. Well, you two go fighting in the field, and we will watch.
Exactly. Kill each other.
Yeah, kill each other, have fun. You know, we bring
Because
beer,
we don't pay them
bring
for
chips,
this.
you know, yeah, and we're gonna sit.
Yeah.
But we don't really want anyone to kill anyone officially, no, right? It's like a figure of speech, right?
No.
I know. I
Exactly.
say if there are two people
No.
who want to kill each other, then they can, you know, but
Yeah.
not the a
No,
lot.
pero the thing is that they tell you go first. Then, como dice,
They're like,
in my
sure, you
country,
go first. Yeah.
maybe
It's good.
tomorrow.
You go, sure.
You go first.
Yeah, you go
Maybe
first. Yeah,
me
well,
later.
we Dutch people go on push bike and say, yeah, you go.
Yeah.
Bye.
You go first. Either way, I
No.
will maybe follow. I will see what happens to you first. If it's not fun, I'm not coming. But okay, hey, we have discussed a lot of different things, right? So
yeah,
what do you want to
and no, think that it was really pleasant, and that the next day that we have alive will be the 21th, and
21st?
here you can
Upon a
see
time, there
a
were
little
many
bit.
gods who created a rich history of European religions. From pagan rituals to Roman myth, even to the spread of Christianity and the Reformation. Join us on this journey of fascinating history.
How is it in Nederlander? Join
In
us
Nederland.
in the.
It has a Conan vibe to it, I have to say again.
No. We have to put this again. We
Once
have to put
upon
this
a
again.
time, there were many gods who created a rich history of European religions. From pagan rituals to Roman myth, even to the spread of Christianity and the Reformation. Join us on this journey of fascinating history.
2 black candles if you don't come.
Yeah, should be there. It should be
2
there.
black candles. Eh? Not
And by
one,
the way,
but
hey,
3.
Hey, do I get
Yeah,
them?
yeah.
Do you send them to home?
No. I put it like it and I make like spells there, like.
Yeah, and by the way, we are on TikTok also. You can follow us
Voodoo.
there. Follow us there.
Yes. Yes. We are.
And also
We can.
there.
The thing is, like, we cannot follow anyone, but you can follow us.
Yeah,
We don't know why.
If you don't
Okay.
come, I get a voodoo doll of you and put it in my socks.
Oh. Okay, I think that's the cue. Hey, subscribe. Collaborate with us. Come say something. Yeah, I'm sure you have things that we are saying wrong, badly, and you have better ideas. So come educate. Let's have a discussion, debate, or whatever.
Exactly. We are ignorant.
Share, like, hit the bell so you know when we are. And some people are subscribing even. Let the gods know that you have subscribed, or something like this was said by certain sexy sounding individuals. So basically, do all that. Follow us on TikTok, and hey, it's buymeacoffee.com where you can support the channel if you want to donate. Do something what the mermaid says. Eh?
And remember, we will fish. You were here.
Yeah, fish, you were here. Sacred Beginnings is coming up next, so hit the bell so you know when we're on. So once upon a time, una en Española, en Nederlander, Suomipoika. Want to thank you. If you were here, fish, you were here. Somebody was, I don't know, crap, you were here. What? Moving on.
Thank you, Will.
So thank you for joining us today or in the future. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Yeah, collaborate with us.
Maybe you can be relocated.
And stay tuned for next session, which was 21st, and that was the Sacred Beginnings. So you can go check the nice video again if you want. And we're gonna keep having exciting discussions about cultural cultural explorations. We're gonna do all that.
Yeah.
See you next time. Hey, pa. Stay safe.
Adiós.
See you later.
Dos velas negras, two candles.
Two
Chao.
candles. Be there. Be there.
Welcome.
Comenta. I wonder if nothing is like included in everything.